Hey everyone, Nat Daddy here with another Omni review. Gonna start off the new year in a trifecta of awesomeness here. Gonna do 3 Omnis today. Let's jump right into it. We're gonna do the Hip Hop Family Tree Omnibus. We're gonna do the Volume 2 of the Ice Cream Man. We did the first one about a month ago. And we'll also do the Omni for Marvel's Adventure into Fear, some classic old horror. Let's start off with Hip Hop Family Tree, the Omnibus. This is a historical telling of the history of hip hop and how it started off in the music industry in the late 70s, early 80s. This is the collected works from Ed Piskor. I really like his art style. Maybe you guys maybe have recognized it already if you're not familiar with it. It's all kind of ballpoint pen style, almost like a doodle type of thing, but this is really cool. I myself am a hip-hop fan and thought I knew a lot of the history in that, but even I was blown away with how much I didn't, so this is kind of cool. So many different people represented here. If there's a hip-hop artist in the 80s and 70s, he's in here for sure. So you got Ed Piskor's Hip Hop Family Tree, entertaining encyclopedic history of the informative years of the music genre that changed global culture. The series has been a worldwide phenomenon and perennial bestseller since the first of 4 volumes were published in 2013, spawning multiple printings and 14 spin-off comic books. Yet the series has never been collected under one cover until now. This omnibus edition includes the original 360-page series with nearly 150 pages of extra material, galleries of every cover, back cover, and pin-up. It's an amazing book. I really, truly liked it. I had pre-ordered it months and months in advance to make sure I got it, and I was not disappointed. This is one of the books I enjoyed most of the year, and I read it as fast as possible too. So kind of has that old comic book feeling too, paper quality wise, which fits in perfect with this art style. So like I said, it is the history of how hip-hop was formed and created. We have all kind of classic rap battles in here. Like I said, every rap hip-hop character you can think of. And it doesn't shy away from the controversy in that either too. It's pretty faithful to the actual true history and what happened in that. So if you're a hip-hop fan, definitely check it out. If you're a fan of Ed Piskor's art, check it out. It's probably one of his best series that he put out, I think. So he's actually probably home now, but he was traveling Asia a little while ago promoting this, and I kept seeing pictures of it out there. So huge book. Like I said, the hip-hop community itself was a big fan of this book too. I'm sure it contributed as much as possible. Really neat. And like I said, you got some of your favorites that I desperately wanted to read more about here, like the Beastie Boys and that, Flavor Flav and Public Enemy, all kinds of craziness here, and stuff that was just like, it was amazing how it even happened. Like, it was just like fly by your pants, bullshit your way through there, fake it till you make it kind of stuff, and it was really cool. So again, all these different covers and that were in it. And again, actual hip-hop stars themselves endorsing it. I was very surprised. I knew Blondie was part of the hip-hop scene, but I didn't realize how much and how influential she was at the beginning of it too. So really neat book. Great price point as well too. Done by hardcover. Do check it out. Next, we'll jump into Marvel. We got one of their classic books from the very early beginning. We got Adventure into Fear. This collects, I believe, issues 1 through 31. Yeah, 1 through 31 of Fear. The classic 70s horror featuring monster stories from Marvel Legends and the ghoulish adventures that make stars of the macabre Man-Thing and Morbius. This is actually really cool. Like I said, it is most of the book at the beginning is like your classic kind of monster stories, tales from your crib. lots of alien invasion stuff, mad scientists, all kinds of crazy stuff like that, where usually it's moral of the story is the dude, the bad guy gets it in the end type of thing. So really cool for all that stuff. I was looking forward to it just for that. A lot of the stuff was done by Stanley and that, so some excellent, classic stuff like that. Yeah, just all kinds of neat stuff like that. And then we start getting into some more of a little bit farther on, and then you start getting into the Swamp Thing, Man Thing stuff. So that's where Man Thing started making his appearances in that. So many great kind of creatures and monster stories in here. Like I said, definitely like a fan of horror, Twilight Zone stuff. Really enjoyed it. Like I said, then we start getting into the Man Thing stuff, and then toward the final, say half, or not half, but less than a third or so, you started getting the Morbius stuff, which I wasn't much of a fan of until I started reading it a little bit more. I didn't realize how much backstory that, how many different things happened to Morbius that wasn't like in the Spider-Man comics. So he ended up kind of getting sucked into like this fantasy world dimension for quite a while. That was kind of neat. Well, so that kind of made me appreciate Morbius a little bit more too, the vampire. Again, all these Man Thing stories. We got the first appearance of Howard Duck in comics as well. It shows up in here. I believe that's issue 19. There's always a classic one in there. That's pretty cool. I believe it's this issue here. Howard the Duck shows up for the first time. That's pretty cool. And what else do we got here? Again, it's into the Morbius stuff. And then it kind of, like I said, it kind of becomes focused on those characters as well too. So pretty cool stuff there. Really enjoyed that a lot. So many classic talents on here. People like Gerber, Stanley, like I mentioned, Bill Mantello, Doug Menke, Ditko, Heck, Kirby. So many on and on and on. So definitely that. Even has some of the original artwork, cover work in that too. I would definitely suggest that get this one if you're a fan, especially of the older horror stuff. So that is Adventures into Fear, Volume 1. And third, we have Volume 2 of Ice Cream Man Sundae Edition from Prince Miraz and O'Hearn. Continuing on of the creepy anthology series that we covered the first issues of. Great stuff here. Same thing in here as well. Each story, I believe most of the stories in here, but each story in here is just usually one issue long. They don't really tie together in anything except the fact that they're kind of all like narrated by the Ice Cream Man. In the first volume of this, there was more of the background was the story was the Ice Cream Man and this other kind of equal of him doing more of a kind of fight for good and evil, where this still is happens here too, but it does have more of the just more of the creepy story element as well here too. So a lot of neat kind of one-shots, creepy horror stories in here. Yeah, just things like almost like one story in here is like a handbook on how to almost like the Beetlejuice recently deceased handbook here and how to be a ghost and that. So many creepy things in here. Again, if you were a fan of the first book, definitely do check this one out again. I'm hoping there's a volume 3 soon because they've up to about issue 34 now of this. So definitely do check this out. Not for kids at all. And again, just amazing creepy stories. Lots of fun here. Yeah, there's that creepy Iceman. This one here, again, is Ice Cream Man, kind of with his ideal family and that. And you find out that it is actually, he's kind of taking this family hostage and making them, be this ideal perfect family and that. So horror, suspense, trauma, creepy homages to classic books like that. Yeah, do check it out. So it does have the issues 17, I believe it is, or no, was it 12 through 24, I believe it is. So do check that one out for Image. Ice Cream Man, Sunday edition, volume 2. Hope to see you guys later on the new year. Definitely got more books coming your way Omni-wise. See you later.